you real quick? How are you? Is this?
Take a minute. Take a minute and read that.
Are you willing to talk to me or not?
I just want to be peaceful.
I understand. I appreciate that.
I'm just traveling. I know they don't want me to be here, but
that's why they called us.
there's no laws
There's
that.
a time frame.
Well,
There's a time frame.
I understand that.
It's up to them.
I understand that doesn't make it lawful though.
Okay, but here's the deal. I understand what you're saying. Okay, but you do have to move on. Okay, and I like you said, I want to be peaceful too, but you do have to move on. They can dictate who stays. They can do that.
Do you have a warrant?
What's that?
Do you have a warrant?
Do I have a warrant? I do not. No.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, I'm not here to make it a big deal, to be honest with you.
I know, but I don't want to push the issue.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys got a tough job already to deal with. You don't need me.
It's a true story. So, but I mean, you have to understand their position too.
Well,
you know, they have their rules and their regulations
I'm
too.
not hurting anybody. There's nobody out
dude,
here.
I get it. I totally get it. I swear to God I do. But there's nothing that I can do about it too. I have to enforce it as well. You know what I'm saying?
What are you enforcing? The sign? A law? A particular law?
So it's a day area, you know that, right? With no overnight camping.
Please read that. I'm not camping. I'm just traveling
I've seen
through.
This. I get it. I do. Trust me. But we are where we are. All you got to do is move on and find another spot, dude. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's all they're asking you to do. They're not trying to be tough and rough and nasty about
but
it.
you guys are willing to though.
What's that?
I said you guys are willing to though.
Willing to what?
To get rough. To get.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm absolutely not.
Well, then why can't we just coexist here in peace until I got a place to go?
I can't help that, man. We can only do what they're asking us to do, right? It's their ground. It's their situation. They're asking that you just comply with that, and I think that's fair. They're not asking us to come in here and bust your balls and give you a trespassing ticket and do all that stuff. They're not. I got off the phone with them. They're not doing that. They're just asking that you move on, man, and move and pick another spot. And I think that's, to be honest with you, man, I think that's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You have to keep moving around. I understand. But it's just where we're at, you know?
I just want to be left alone in peace until I got somewhere to go, sir.
I get it, man. I get it.
Brady, what's your badge number, sir?
It's 902137.
37.
I'll give this back to you. Okay. I understand you, man. But at this point in time, until you get a solid lockdown spot, it's probably going to require you to bounce around a bit, man.
I don't have the fuel or the funds to do that.
We can get you some help for that.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying, but nobody wants to help. And they want me to keep going back into Lincoln, so then I have to deal with LPD. And I ain't trying to do all that either.
Yeah, no, I would rather camp, man. I'm going to be honest with you. That's my thing, too. But we
I've
got to figure out a way that we can do it without causing you so much drama, you know?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not saying you are, but it's still causing you drama, is it not? Right? It's still causing you drama. Whether you do anything or not, in how you feel about it, makes no difference. People are going to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But if we can get you complying with the camping, the payments and all that other stuff that requires people to camp. I camp too with a camper, man. I do it. I pay it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it works.
You know what I'm tired about, America?
What's that?
Is all the lies, the deceit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There is no money, and there hasn't been since 1933.
Mm-hmm.
Americans are allowed to discharge their debts to the U.S. Treasury. There is so much pushback from the banks and everybody on this whole subject, and there's enough law out there to support that claim.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm tired of being taxed to death.
Sure.
I'm tired. I don't make enough money.
Sure. Are you working?
No, I had to lose my job over standing on my rights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know this is not a concept that's accepted widely across people.
Well, it's not normal.
I know it's not normal, but I've got kids that are growing up in this country, and I worry about what tomorrow's going to look like for them.
Mm-hmm. I respect the crap out of that, man. I really do.
Okay, because I'm sure you've got kids.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, I respect.
And you want to see their future. It's got to be better than this.
Of course, man. That's what we do with our kids. We want the best for them. You know, views are different, right? Everybody
it's
has
not.
them.
It's not unlawful.
To have a view, a different view? Is that what you're saying?
Not a different view, but just understanding and knowing your rights, that you have rights.
Sure.
Government didn't grant them to you. They can't just take them away.
Listen, you're not going to get an argument from me, man. I promise you that.
Okay.
You're going to get somebody who understands your situation. I do. But I hope that you understand my situation as well, you know, in the fact that we got to keep trucking. You know, it's just just currently where you're at right now. And I wish I could help you with that. I do.
I don't understand why it's a bother. I'm not
That
in
is
the way.
not up
I'm
to
not
me, though.
bothering anybody.
I get what you're saying, but
You
that
guys
has
are
nothing to do with me.
just, with all due respect, you're not showing me any laws that support the claim that I need to just leave.
Other than the fact that it's their ground, right? And they get to dictate how their ground works, right? And what they do with their ground. They have the right to. It would be no different than if you had property and you got to dictate how you did it.
But this
right?
is public property, yes?
It's NRD ground,
But it's public.
natural resource.
But it's public, correct?
They have deemed it as such. It looks like they have definitely put it this way.
Okay,
right?
so it's public access.
But obviously there are certain things that you can and can't do. It's no different. It's no different than anywhere else, like Walmart or something like that. We're good, man. I mean, that's all they're asking you to do. So I got it. I think it's fair. I do. I want it to get better for you. I do, man. And I get your frustration. I do. I'm not gonna act like I don't. I'm not gonna act like I know everything that you believe in, because I don't. I won't act like that. But I really do think that just for the time being, man, where you are where you are, you know, you're just gonna have to bounce around a bit, man. And I get it. But just so you can stay at peace, man. To be honest with you, just be real about it. You know, I think you enjoy this lifestyle, right? The camping lifestyle.
Well, I enjoy the peace and quiet.
Sure.
And
Absolutely, totally get it. Totally get it.
See nature. You know that I work so much all the time. Well, when I was working, but
Right.
I don't ever get to enjoy life.
Yeah. I hope to get there one day, man. I'll be honest with you. I hope I get to retire one day and do it myself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too.
But you know, for the time being, we gotta deal with what's the hands dealt to us. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it. You know. So, you know, it's just a matter of complying. We don't always get, or sometimes we got to comply with stuff we don't appreciate.
Thank you for de-escalating.
No, it's all good, man. I'm not here to jack
You guys know about me down there, don't you?
Down where?
Wherever you guys come from.
I mean, you're familiar to me. I've never met you.
Yeah, I've never met you either.
Yeah.
But everybody seems to know me, and I've never met most of you guys.
It'd be awesome, I think, if we got to get to know everybody. It really would. Just like I think you've had a few contacts with us over here in the last, I don't know, several weeks, months, whatever it was. But yet this is the first time I've ever met you. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunately not something we get to do all the time. We're always running around doing something. You know, but you know, I appreciate it. I like it. I like talking to people, man. I like working through things because I know that, you know, to be honest with you, there's always a way to do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? There's a hell of a way to do things the wrong way too, but there's always a way to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would just ask that maybe, hopefully, you respect me enough, because I do respect you, man. I do. I respect your views. I respect how you feel. I get it, but maybe reciprocate that a little bit back. Let's work through this today at least. Find yourself a spot. You know what I'm saying? And move on, so that they don't call us back and then we have to go a totally different direction or trespass direction or something. It's absolutely not worth it.
Not trying to argue, but are you familiar with trespassing laws?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to commit a crime involving property or bodily damage, okay, in order to trespass somebody. That is the truth. If you want to look at the statute, look at it.
Well, I've seen the statute, Chris, and it also
just because, and they're public people too, and I don't understand this, because they can sit here and say, hey, just trespass him, when a man hasn't done anything wrong to deserve a trespass to begin with. It's just...
So where it would lie in this situation is the other day when they came out and asked you to leave, and it sounds like it was a pretty brief conversation. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 words or whatever it was.